What the hell? I'm bored. Let's get this stream started. How's everyone doing today? Back in Home Kingdom here, so not a whole lot going on. Doing some barb keeps and barb camps to get some materials and some gems. Now we're gonna hit a keep here, get some gems from this. Probably run some barb forts, try and get some AP restored. I went to the wrong gold pit again. Farming gems all day. Let me tell you, level 2s are nothing like level 3s. I enjoy those level 3 gem nodes. Very, very much. It's about the worst thing about not being in. And I could go back to the KVK map. There's a couple days left where it's going to be open yet, but I'm done with that KVK. Enemies won't fight us. I'm done with it. Hey Harold, good to see you. Hope all is well with you. So I figure while we got 7 marches, let's clear out some of these barb keeps and use them to the best of our ability, right? And there's no strategy here. I just Rambo these towers and then hit the barbarians. They melt when you still have KVK tech. I mean, it's just crazy. So reminder, Saturday at 14 UTC, we'll be on Beast's channel for our podcast, discussing things like the 254, 365 KVK, the breakup of the 4 Imperiums into 2 separate KVKs, the recent developers release notes as well. So join us on Beast channel, Pluto Gaming, myself, Apocalypse Gaming. It's always a good time. Hey Swizz, how you doing? Absolutely nothing's up. I am bored here in Home Kingdom doing barb keep just to get some gems. Kinda, sorta. Welcome. Good to see you. Anxiously awaiting for the Archer Commanders to be released. Well, I did some quick math right before the stream, and it looks like I can max Flavius now and still have enough to max both Archer Commanders as soon as they come out too. So we might just do that today, depending on how many people we get in here, how many likes we get on the stream. We'll see. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alloys, what's going on, dude? What's the daily drama from 365? I did Swizz. I did maximum. It was like 75,000 gems, something like that. I got 40 Flavius from the Arctic Rewards. It's on yesterday's stream if you'd like to go back and see it. But so I figure 75k gems, 40 heads. That's less than 2,000 per sculpture, right? So that's better than the VIP shop. So I feel like I did quite well. Especially because you got all kinds of speed ups and resources from it too. So very happy with that. As you can see, my gems are getting low, 12,000. But we're not in KVK. I don't need gems until the Archer wheel, to be honest with you. No drama, just farming. The calm before the storm, right? Oh, only the one appeared. We didn't get it. We didn't get the second guy. These, maybe I should have only brought 5 armies. These die way too quick. I don't proc any skills. Hey, Dracool. Yeah, well, I'm sure you can't reveal plans, but my guess is you guys are going to lock the bottom right corner kingdom out. Try and at least eliminate one enemy from getting to King's Land. Hopefully 846 goes that way too. I think it would just be funny if 254 doesn't have any fights in that first zone. Funny as in Facebook would go absolutely fucking nuts. And again, what doesn't Facebook go nuts about these days? Hey, 14 green materials chests. We'll take it. I just go where they tell me and fight. Amen to that. I don't need any of this stuff, so I'll just post a marker for the rest of the Alliance. If they want it, they can come grab it. If in 1 or 2 hours it's still there, then I'll grab it with my farms. Oh, that's weird. They all freeze? Targets disappeared? Interesting. Okay, I still see targets there. KVK never started for them. Oh yeah, sorry, I missed your question, Dracul. Yep, KVK's over. It ended at reset last night. But yeah, exactly. It never really started for us. The enemies that never ever did fight us in Kingsland. But so a lot of rewards I missed out on because I didn't have kills because they didn't fight us. Obviously, sound like a broken record, I know, but not getting kills in a KVK was not by choice. But we did get our Arturk. I don't even remember how to pronounce that. We did get our inscription. Hunter, we put that on Boudica yesterday. So at least we got something for farming for 50 straight days. I got 14th place overall in honor. Finished 6th in Lost Canyon. So we just would have got some fights in there. It would have been fun. Get our 12 or 13 migrants migrated in here and hopefully go into another KVK fairly quickly. It will probably, I think the next KVK pop will be in about 2 weeks for us. So we should be able to get people in by then, I think. Got some, from what I understand, we've got a couple 100 mil players coming. We've got some very solid other players coming. A couple players are bringing alt accounts here. Not that we let just anyone in with an alt account, you know, they gotta really impress us. And yeah, so I think I might Max Flavius this stream, right? I've got got 1,542 gold universals. Just do the math again. 690 plus 690 is 1,380. If I subtract 1,542, that leaves me with 162 universals, right? And I know I'll get a higher spot in MGE than nothing, and I'll be spinning the wheel for the Archer commanders. So the 690, that's very, very ultra conservative, right? So I'll have 162 left after the 690 and 690. To max Flavius, I need 174. So I mean, I'll make up the difference between 162 and 174 just in the 3 VIP ones between now and the time Archers come out. Nice, 160 to Expertise Joan Prime. Very nice. So yeah, let's just do this, right? Let's just do this. Dun, dun, dun. Another commander done. Yay. So now I can focus on Tariq in MGEs, or infantry MGEs. Yeah, I think that was rather stupid to put 960 and 2489 in the same map with lower B seed and kingdoms like that. That's just ridiculous. You know, I mean, if I was them, I mean, it's what do? You ally with a bunch of those lower seed kingdoms? I mean, honestly, I would do 1960 and 2489. Wipe out the lower seed kingdoms and then have 1960 and 2489 fight for the Zig in Kingsland. I mean, that in my opinion, that would be the most entertaining. That would be the most entertaining, because I think everyone wants to see 1960 and 2489 battle each other. So why not just do it in Kingsland? I mean, same with the 1307 and 1093 matchup. They should just clear house of the other kingdoms in the KVK and meet in Kingsland and battle it out with each other for the ultimate trophy. And bragging rights then. If you're the only two kingdoms in Kingsland, then it's basically a 1 versus 1, and nobody can cry on Facebook and say, oh, well, we lost because our allies sucked, or you won because you had better allies, or whatever the case may be, right? I think that would be very entertaining myself. Might not be entertaining in the first couple of zones, but the end sure would be fun. Well, exactly, Aloys, and I said that on one of the other podcasts, right? The fact that, and I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist, right? The fact that 254 got no match found, ironically, right as Call of Dragons was being released, gave Chisgo the opportunity to stream Call of Dragons. You think somebody in the background at Lilith Ligu didn't say, okay, we want our biggest streamer streaming our newest game, not a KVK. We want to put the spotlight on our new game, not our old game. In the same breath, I mean, they're what is this garbage? Somebody actually said Lilith KVK battles are unbalanced because there's a big difference in number of active governors and kingdoms. So what is this? We are exploring targeted solutions for this issue. We will implement a series of adjustments, such as setting a limit to the number of registrants for a single kingdom in KVK. So you're telling me if I got 1,000 fighters in my kingdom, you're going to limit me to 700, 750, some arbitrary number that you pull out of your fucking ass? I'm sorry, if you have a kingdom that doesn't have active governors in it, that's your own damn fault. That's the leadership of the kingdom's fault. That's not Lilith's fault. Don't fucking adjust all this shit because you can't keep active players in your kingdom. I mean, seriously. Maybe look at yourself in a mirror and evaluate what you're doing as a king, as a leader of the kingdom, as a leadership in the kingdom, instead of pointing fingers and blaming other kingdoms. Oh, they're too active. We don't want to fight them. Yeah, fuck you. Fogging Osiris League so no one can watch. Yeah, I mean, how do we spectate Osiris League matches? I mean, seriously. Some of these changes that they're making also lead me to believe that they're trying to kill the game. They're trying to do away with the Super Imperium Kingdoms. Why? Because those are the KVKs everybody watches. Those are the KVKs that get the publicity. Those are the high profile KVKs that a lot of people live for. Yep. Yeah, exactly, Aloys. Exactly. Like us, for example, right? We're not an active kingdom at all. 17 plus 8. What is that? 26, 20 some odd, 27 odd main accounts. We have 114 farms in our alliance that we use to fill flags and fill rallies. Does that mean I'm going through all 8 of my farms in the main alliance on a daily basis, doing all the daily quests? Hell no. They're fucking farms. I go through, I make sure they're in the gold pit. See, they're in the gold pit. I make sure they're in the gold pit, and I send farmers out several times a day. I'm not completing all the daily quests on my farms. Does that mean I can cry and whine and complain if we get matched up in a KVK with a kingdom with 150 active fighters? Hell no, I'll take that. I'm happy with that. Let's do it. So I don't understand the direction they're headed. I really don't. It seems like it seems like Lilith has that woke mentality that they're trying to make everybody happy, but yet they're making nobody happy except their fucking shareholders. Because here we are, we continue to spend money in this game, continue to buy bundles in this game. I mean, I max tech during a KVK where we had 0 fighting. I'm coming out of KVK with 36.3 million spare crystals. I mean, come on. And don't get me wrong, I love this game. I'm fearful for the direction it's headed in. A couple release notes back, they said they were going to look at improving lag. Well, this is how they improve lag, right? They get a shit ton of people to quit. They're not improving lag by upgrading their servers. They're improving lag by getting rid of Super Imperium Kingdoms, by getting players to quit and go play their new game. Which I will not touch with a 10-foot pole. So, you know, Lilith, if you're listening, if this is your way to get people like me to go play Call of Dragons, fuck you. I'm not playing it. And no, I am not a sponsored content creator, nor do I ever intend or expect to be. Nor do I want to be. So I will always tell it like it is and give you my honest opinion. As you can tell. And I'm sorry if you don't like curse words. I curse. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, we're going to cover it again in the podcast, and I'll probably go through the exact same rant again in the podcast. But, yeah, they're something's going on, and they're not being transparent. Yeah, I have 10 farms. Look at all my resources, right? I have 10 farms. At a minimum, I am logging onto those farms once a day, twice a day to make sure that my farmers are in a gold pit. 4 of those farms, I'll cycle through probably every 3 hours to make sure those farmers are farming. That's pretty much all I do with those farms, is I farm. I will fill flags and I will fill rallies with T4s during KVK. But I've never had to buy resources. Yeah, I mean, right now you can probably buy farms on the open market for relatively cheap. It you might be better off buying a few farms and migrating them to your kingdom than you would actually creating new farms, but it's up to you. I got 14th, Josh, so I finished top 20. I got a coin. So I got a coin, and I got a inscription in KVK, and you know, a few other rewards here and there. Now, Rabbit. Everyone spends differently. For some people, spending is buying the weekly recharge rewards, right? For some people, spending is buying Geared Up 3 times a week. You know, for the crazy people out there, spending is buying out the shop daily. You know, so everybody has a different level of spending. Yeah, Executioner got lucky as hell. So these guys were pushing last minute. I mean, Executioner squeaked out the top 20. He's in Ukraine, so he must have been in bed, but he just barely squeaked out the top 20 by what, 450 points roughly. So if this guy had hit, what is that, 45 more barbarians, Maybe a few less if he was hitting the higher level barbs. Josh, I don't give a shit about the coins. I don't give a shit about the coins. This is what I'm pissed off that I lost out on. These 2 iconic crystals. These, I have an extra coin now, so I'm fine. I have material, or I have blueprints, more blueprints than I'll ever have materials to make. So I don't care about these coins. You know, these iconics are what I am fairly upset that we were not able to achieve because our enemy didn't fight us. I mean, you can only get iconics in KVK. And yeah, I got one from the what's it called, like the Lucerne Scrolls of the Crystal Mine, and I got one from Lost Canyon. But you have the opportunity to get 4 every KVK, and I only got half of that because our enemy decided not to fight us because we were scary. So yeah, they didn't time it very well, but I'm happy for Executioner. So 3 of us in PK finished in the top 20. BT Secret, he did a hell of a job there as well. Where are we? So yeah, I mean, BT was, what was BT? I think he finished just outside of the top 10. And this guy, Holy War, that dude has no life. Because he had a farm finish in second at almost 383,000 points. And then his main account was in 10th. And on most of this on his main account, he pushed in the last 2 weeks. So BT wasn't happy that there was somebody else's farm up there, but you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know why I keep doing the crystal mine, but I guess. Anything to kill boredom during the off season? You know, when there are several players in Lost Kingdom now that we cannot loot because they're in Lost Kingdom. So maybe when they come back to Home Kingdom, we have a couple of people to dispose of. We will see. For now, to cure boredom, I am doing a live stream, right? Hanging out with you all. Running some forts. I don't want level 4s though. Come on. Ooh, what achievement did I get? I'll check that in a second. Come on, switch. Hey, I mean, if I had the time, I have so much AP on all 10 of my farms that I could probably get top 10. I could probably lock out the top 10 with all my farms, but I'm just not going to do that. 1, I don't have the time. 2, I don't have the desire. And 3, I would be completely fucking a lot of other people over, and that's not me. All right, we'll hit a 4 on my farm here. Ooh, that's bad. Oh, 14-hour workday. I feel for you. I feel for you. I'm doing good. Hopefully your day is better now that you're off of work. Last registration, you're probably going to pull your hair out. Well, don't do that. Hopefully you're getting into Mr. Wheaty's kingdom, right? And then you'll need some extra time to farm up some resources. Here's the funny thing about that KVK, right? So we got the Zig at the end. Our farm was in the coalition, so our farm got the 2nd star. Their farms got the second star on their banner. And there was one more slot to fill, so right at the end, we had another farm join the coalition. So we got a star on the banner of 2 farms. No, I think we're all set with our migration, Swizz. We're bringing in more people after this KVK than we have ever before. So we want to see how all those people work out before we start to open the doors again and recruit even more people. We want to stay in the D kingdoms. We don't want to push up to C. We don't want to push up to B. And God forbid, absolutely no way we want to get to A or above, right? Hey, Dark Yummy. 40 billion resources in bags. Okay. Yeah, I plan to potentially take that 60 million farm to Mr. Wheaty's kingdom, but they are right on the cusp of, I think he said C and D. They want to stay a D kingdom as well. So it's going to be a KVK or 2 before I can take it there. Yeah. I mean, it gets the kingdom out there, right? I think that's why a lot of people that are coming are people who have seen me on YouTube. That's a good thing and a bad thing, Feel bad for Kat because she's got a lot of applications to go through and pick the best of the best, or what she feels are the best of the best, right? Sometimes you just got to interview and go with your gut. C-Seed is not all that much different in terms of power, but if you can load up a C-Seed kingdom with 100 fighters, it's much different than a D-Seed kingdom with 30 to 40 fighters. I mean, any kingdom though, A, B, C, D, if you can stack your kingdom with fighters and properly manage your kingdom, you're going to do well in KVK. You're going to do well all around. And the trick is, after every KVK, leadership has to sit down and they have to evaluate and they have to go through, okay, who was here for the past openings? Who wasn't here for the past openings? Who contributed? What did they contribute? How did they contribute? People may contribute in other ways if they can't fight. So that all has to be taken into consideration. The way kingdoms die, like the very first kingdom I was in, 1039, White Tigers, they died because, hey, we're the biggest, we're the baddest, we're the strongest, we don't need to clean house after KVK. Let's just let it ride, And they soon realized that just because they have the most power, just because they have the highest power player in the game at that time with Solimar, that doesn't give you a free pass. You still got to be active. You still got to show up. You still got to fight. So, if I have any advice I would give to kingdoms that are out there that are winning KVK 1, 2, 3, 4, hey, just because you're winning doesn't mean you can't go. You shouldn't go through your kingdom and evaluate each and every player after every KVK. I'm not saying, oh, you suck, we're going to burn you, but maybe it's a conversation you have with that player. Hey, you didn't perform last KVK, you have 2 weeks to leave the kingdom. I be fair. You have 2 weeks to leave the kingdom. We'll help you get out, whatever. I mean, this KVK is a particularly hard one for us to sit down and evaluate, who did what. Because there are no kills, there are no deads to look at. So it's all going to be screenshots that we took of who was there when the passes opened, who was in flags, who was helping build flags when we were popping skilled craftsmen, that type of thing. there was no all of the shrines of Ra and fonts of Ra. They were free. They didn't even fight us at them. So there was no waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go and fight at a holy site, because you just send your marches there and let them go AFK. Hell, they didn't even come and kill the AFK marches. So this is a unique KVK from that perspective. What if farmers outweighs fighters, and if you go zero them, they gang up? What do you mean? If we have more players to zero than not zero? I don't understand. So the thing about farmers is, if you're zeroing someone because they're a farmer and they didn't participate in KVK, chances are they're not going to fight back. You know, if they're willing to fight you in Home Kingdom, but they weren't willing to come out and fight in KVK, that's all the more reason you should zero them, because they're selfish pricks. If they're willing to kill their troops in Home Kingdom, but weren't willing against their own kingdom, but weren't willing to kill their troops in a KVK against an enemy kingdom, when you are fighting for objectives and fighting for your life to win a KVK, then yeah, then they are absolutely not there for the kingdom. All the more reason they should be zeroed. If all the farmers got together and fuck up the fight, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Farmers unite. We're forming a new alliance to take this kingdom. It's called Farm Union. Farmers unite. How's it going, Stitch? So that, I don't think that is something that would happen in this kingdom. Where are we? Rankings. No, where's maybe we're still in Cape. Does it show alliance rankings? Come on. Why am I having a brain fart right now? There we go. So this is our kingdom, right? Yeah, the PK farms, those are our farms. LPK, those are our farms. So yeah, let's this 1 billion alliance, this 400 million alliance. This farm is controlled by us. This farm is controlled by us. You know, there's not much hope. Okay. All these, even if every single one of these other alliances that are quote unquote on this alliance list banded together to fight the evil peacekeepers for control of the kingdom, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Pitchforks and torches. I hear pitchforks and torches, and the only thing I can think of is the movie Shrek, right? You know, I mean, if the kingdom has let farmers grow to 150 million power and just kept letting them farm, and they now have the power base in the kingdom and all the troops in the kingdom because other people have been killing themselves, well, that's leadership's own fault for letting it get to that point. And I was in a kingdom that had some high-powered farmers, and we wanted to zero them, but the council said no, they're friends of ours. They might fight next KVK. They've had 5 KVKs to show that they're going to fight. They're going to push in fucking Zenith and get a Zenith skin and wear a Zenith skin probably around the kingdom. They're going to march around the kingdom and kill farmers during kill event. But yet they fucking hide in their city for the entire KVK. They'll push honor, but they hide in the city for their entire KVK. You really think those people are going to fight next KVK? Y'all are smoking crack. That's ultimately why I left 1039. Yeah, that kingdom does not sound like a kingdom that will be successful, Rabbit. So, and I know you're exploring options to get the hell out of there. I hope you do, because that does not sound like a kingdom I would ever want to be in. Never been seen without a shield? Good God. Good God. Five farmers, they all use resources for Zenith in mid KVK and didn't get it and didn't fight because they had no resources. Yeah. I mean, those are selfish people. That's half of the reason I don't ever push in Zenith. Resources, not a problem. Not a problem, right? It's the speed ups. I would prefer to save those speed ups for KVK. I'd rather have speed ups in KVK and not need to use them than need speed ups in KVK and not have them. You know, and if that means sitting out pushing a Zenith, I'm fine with that. What is this achievement? Let's just see here. What do we get? Awaken Flavius Expertise. Yeah, Stitch, if you missed it, I expertise Flavius. Hey, Plato. Well, it's easier to get zeroed in Home Kingdom than it is in KVK. Right? KVK, all you got to do is sit on your alliance territory. Home Kingdom, you can be hit whenever, wherever. You're never safe unless you have that bubble. Plato, did you get your Justin emoji from Redline? So for all the members here, if Justin pops in chat, we got to make sure and pop the Justin emoji. Redline was giving them away free to content creators, so if you haven't got it from Redline, go get it. I told him if he paid money for it, I'd be happy to go in on it with him, but he refused. And then we did this on OBS as well. Max purchased the entire shop to gain power. And all he does is farm. Such a waste, man. Such a waste. I mean, thank you for the gold chest, but such a fucking waste. And those of you who don't know Plato, sorry, just having a chance to get to the keyboard here. If you're not subscribed to Plato already, go do it. Go do it. He likes to touch grass, which can be very interesting from time to time. One never knows what kind of grass Plato is touching. That term could be interpreted in several different ways. Drop a link to Beast in here as well. Go subscribe to him. Make sure your notifications are turned on for when we go live on Saturday. Some very interesting topics this weekend, including the 1365, 1254 KVK, our thoughts on that. The 1960, 2489 KVK, Arvix versus Arvix, our thoughts on that. 1307 and 1093. The recent developer release notes that came out this morning. Well, I found them in my inbox this morning. I don't exactly know when they were released, but and you know what are plans for our channels? So jump on. Did you play Esmeralda, and what commander did you choose in the event recharge? So in this, you mean this? Yep, I'm almost done here. Just got a couple to get yet. Oh, hey, we got the coins. Let's do it. I didn't see I had the coins. Well, I must have got those when I finished the little thing where you chase after the other players. There we go. Nope, thank you for the reminder. Esmeralda's done. Ooh, yeah, we'll take some of these, right? Fortune chests. I got Flavius, all day Flavius. So I was able to expertise Flavius today. And I still have enough gold heads to do both archers as soon as they come out, provided I get a... Well, I need what? 12 gold heads to have exactly 1,380. So... Yep, today on stream we finished Flavius, so... MGEs, I am now going after Tariq. Flavius is off the board. We got to do Tariq, who's at 5233. Cavalry MGEs, we are doing Jan Ziska, who is 5222. Leadership MGEs, like the one we're in now, we are doing Montezuma, 5311. Archer MGEs, we will do the new Archer. And we will expertise those archers as soon as we get them. Well, the unlock is 10, but then, yeah, 690 after that. And I will get a high placement in the Archer MGE, so we will not need nearly the 690, 700. I will also spin the wheel 3 times before I max Zerg, so we will not need nearly 700. So I can maybe dump a bunch of those into Tariq after that as well. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Check Kingdom 1714. Sure. Just let me start some healing here. This is your current Kingdom, Rabbit? Oh boy, that's a lot of Chinese characters. Those who want to beat foreigners and pay attention to teamwork. $21 million deads, not bad there. Why do I know this name? Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Hey, yep, you're a counselor. Yep, you definitely need counselor. That guy's not bad. As long as we can get our migrants in after this KVK, Pete, before the next KVK pops up, and if Heroic Anthem pops up in the first pop, then we're going in right away. That's my understanding anyway. Now, things could change. Things could change. This will probably be the last fort I do. I want to save a little bit of AP for dispatching and traveling from the armament shop. We will camp outside Lost Kingdom until it opens. Do Strife of the 8. My opinion, I mean, if others would prefer to do Strife of the 8, hey, I'm along for the ride, right? But Strife of the 8 diplomacy absolutely sucked for us because there were 32 kingdoms in a D-seed Strife of the 8, and that was absolutely awful. Everybody's got an ego, everybody wants this, and everybody's selfish, and I mean, it was that. That's why I don't do diplomacy anymore, because of that Strife of the 8 KVK. Or why I try to keep my nose as much as I can out of diplomacy. I'll insert my opinion here and there. I'm never short for an opinion. But yeah, that was the absolute worst KVK I've ever been in for as far as diplomacy goes. It was a complete and total nightmare. And honestly, the way I think this game is headed, soon we're going to see KVKs that are much, much different. It's going to be the two biggest kingdoms versus everybody else in KVK until they get into Kingsland. Then they're going to fight each other. That's honestly, that's the way I see the game headed, with the Arctic rewards, with the announcement from Lilith that they are going to only allow a certain number of players into KVKs from each kingdom. And just with the way the recent matchups were, with 1960 and 2489 in one KVK, and 1307 and 1093 in a completely separate KVK. I mean, there's no way a computer did those matchups. There's no way. There's somebody at Lilith sitting behind the desk saying, oh, let's drop these guys here, and let's drop these guys here, and let's do this, and let's do that. We don't want... And again, I think they saw the potential for a couple of absolutely massive, huge KVKs, 1254, 365 one, and then one with 4 more mega kingdoms in it. And they did not want that publicity around those big KVKs. They would much rather focus just to Call of Dragons. So I honestly feel that there's someone at Lilith pulling the strings to manipulate the matchmaking, which is why we're seeing B-seed kingdoms in the 1960-2049 KVK, and we didn't see those 4 mega imperiums match up with each other. Call me a conspiracy theorist, call me Tell me to put my tinfoil hat on. I don't care. There has to be a reason that those kingdoms were split up. Because I think everybody and their brother would have given their left nut to see those 4 kingdoms duke it out in one massive KVK. I mean, hell, we would have liked to seen 1254 and 1365 in a big ass KVK with those other 4 kingdoms as well. Hey, bring the house. Let's leave it all on the table. Let's see what happens. But the way those KVKs are set up, I said this about, 45 minutes ago? I think they would be most entertaining if it's 1960 and 2489 versus everyone else. And then when 1960 and 2489 get into Kingsland, they go against each other. Winner take all. And the same with the 1307, 1093 KVK. 1307, 1093 against everybody. Then when they get into Kingsland, they go against each other. Winner take all. That depends, Ralph. And forgive me, this is like the 4th or 5th time I've been asked this question this stream alone. We have some migrants to get in. We want to get those migrants in. And then we'll see and register potentially for the first pop-up that we get after those migrants come here. If it's the first one and it offers us a KVK format that we want to play, great, we'll go in on it. If it's not the first one and it's the second one, then we'll go in on it. I mean, there are lots of factors that play in this. We play the game for fun, so we're not going to go into a KVK that we're not going to like, which means Desert is out. Any of these brand new KVKs that are on untested maps, those are potentially out. We don't want to be the guinea pigs. So it's probably going to be a heroic anthem. We seem to enjoy that the most. Trajan was not even in my top 7. So these were my marches. Easiest to show you here in Expedition. There's 1, Boudica Arti. 2, Nebu YSG. 3, Gilgatami. 4, Juan Scipio. And Kashitz, thank you for the subscription. 5 is Nevsky Joan. 6 is XY Mehmed or William. And 7 is Sargon and CJ. Now I do have the Trajan Mulan that I could bring in. I do have, well, it's not a preset. I do have Chandra William that I could bring in. I do have Harold Alex that I could bring in, but generally I run 3 archers, 1 infantry, 1 cavalry, or 3-1-2 when I get to 6, or 3-2-2 when I get to 7. I don't hate Trajan. Hey, Black Panther. I don't hate Trajan. We just have enough other players that bring Trajan in the open field where I think my 7 marches would be better off with damage dealing commanders. You guys don't know, Panther is also a content creator. We're trying to push him to 1,000 subs. So if you're not already subscribed to Panther, let's get him to 1,000 subs. Go subscribe to him quick, please. He's a good dude. The one thing that irritates me most about Trajan is how super slow he is. I mean, when I did use Trajan in the open field, it took him forever to get from point A to point B. I mean, my archers would beat him to a battle. So by the time Trajan would get there, my 6 other marches would be dead and my Trajan would be useless. You know, if I had to march any sort of distance, you know, and to march 7 marches and then stop and wait for Trajan and then go a little bit further and stop and wait for Trajan. That's just not, I feel like I'm not helping my teammates then if I'm not in the middle of the fight and getting there as quickly as I can. So, you know, and you saw I've got the entire windswept set on Trajan just because of that. So TSN, a lot of these players were originally from Kingdom 1369. So TSN stands for 369. I wasn't from 369, so I like to think TSN stands for the Swarm Nation. Hey, Charlotte. Luca. What's going on? Tariq, I do not have expertise yet. He is the one I will be working on in the next MGE. Once I get Tariq, we're going to have to reevaluate those infantry marches for sure. Tariq's at 5233. I like the Swarm Nation too, but... So let's see here. What else can we do? Oh, we got that one. We can do this one. What time is it? Yeah, we got plenty of time. Can you suggest 5 marches? Is your Met expertise? I mean, I would definitely get Tommy in there somewhere. Tommy is the most underrated commander in the game, if you ask me. The poison stacks she provides are just fantastic, especially if your other marches are all high damage, all hitting the same target. Constantine is good for Canyon, and that's about it. Khan, no way. Eddie, no way. Richard, maybe in certain scenarios where you're trying to slow down enemy marches. Mina's really good with the 2 museum buffs. He could go behind Nevsky. Or even behind Saladin if you want to get Ethelfled out of there. I mean, if it was me, honestly, I would look for a way to get Tommy in there. And I've run Tommy behind Saladin myself in the past. It kind of hides her behind Saladin. I mean, once they catch on. But yeah, Alex Martel is not fabulous in my opinion. It's going to sustain a while. Boudica YSG, I wouldn't change that. Guan Scipio, I wouldn't change that. Nevsky Joan, I wouldn't change that. But those last 2. You know, I might play around and with Saladin Mehmed, or Alex Mehmed, or Saladin Tommy, and just see what works for you. You know, Mina could go behind Saladin too, and Tommy maybe behind Alex. I've never tried that, but you know, Alex Mehmed or Alex Tommy. I mean, I love Tamira's. The poison stack that she does that that gives an additional skill damage is top tier. I mean, with Tamiris hitting somebody and my 4 to 5 to 6 other marches hitting that same person, I can generally wipe out an army with 1 skill volley, maybe 1.5. Yeah, I know Saladin Ethelflaed is good, but is the trade-off of Ethelflaed on the field instead of the AoE that you get from Mehmed or the poison that you get from Tommy? I mean, is it worth it? You know, do some testing. I run what I run because it works for me. You know, every player is going to be different. Every fighting style, you might do something different. You know, I run what I run because I generally run into the middle of the fucking murder ball and fight until I'm dead and then do it all over again. You know, I'm generally not hitting, ooh, I'm targeted, now I need to run backwards, or one of those players who, oh no, don't fight on the enemy territory, you're going to get negative trades. You know, no, I'm trying to lead the charge and run into the middle of the fucking murder ball, do as much damage as I can so my teammates can come in and clean up. You know, a lot of our guys are like that. Stitch does that. Mavic does that. Cat does that. Of course, MF does that, right? Electro King, what's up? Pants and boots from the leadership set. I haven't done a whole lot of analysis on that leadership set, to be honest, Charlotte. I mean, we looked at it the other day, so you're wanting to know about pants and boots to level up your infantry gears better than the old legendary ones. So let's look here. And again, guys, just because you ask me for my opinion, you know, that's my opinion, right? I would, before you go changing your lineups or doing anything different, I would solicit the opinion of others as well. Just because Lambo says something does not mean it's written in stone. It's the word of God, right? Everyone's got an opinion. The more opinions you get, the more educated of a decision that you can make, the better off you're going to be in the long run. All right, so this is the leadership set. You're saying boots, that's health. And what? Pants. That's another health. And for infantry, so we got pants, 8% health. Infantry pants, 11% attack. Yeah, I mean, if I remember correctly, the thing with the infantry set here is that none of these provide health. So I would think that if you can supplement health by using some of these leadership items, like the boots or the pants, to give your infantry equipment set a little bit of health bonus, that would not be a bad thing. That would probably be a good thing. Yeah, I mean, Ethelflaed debuffs, but the second you see Ethelflaed on the field, you're going to swarm that shit. And you might fool me once putting her behind Saladin, but you won't fool me twice. Next time I see your Saladin on the field, I'm going straight after it. Alloys misses using Tommy. Haven't used her in the last couple of KVKs. Can't run purple set against big Imperiums. It hurts too much. Second gold archer set and 3 makes me sad. Hey, I'm working on procking my second gold archer set, so. And okay, what was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Good question though, Charlotte. Very good question. It's something that I'm gonna have to think about for my own infantry gear, right? I mean, that's the reason I have or had. Yeah, that's the reason I still have these Crocs Humility procced for one of my infantry sets. It's on Richard because it's in Canyon. Because that's health. So very good question. Very good question. Yeah, I've used Trajan Ethelfled. I've used Trajan Milan. We had people using Trajan Constantine. I want that damage on the field. That's why I don't necessarily use Trajan, and we have other people that run Trajan, so I don't feel the need to bring him out unless others are not bringing him out. Then Trajan's going to be a good benefit to the rest of my marches. Yeah, these are some of the kind of good discussions that it's nice to see in chat. We have different people with different opinions, and we're sharing our opinions with each other. Doesn't mean anyone's right or anyone's wrong. Again, a lot of the things that you do and a lot of the pairings that you have in this game, a lot of the equipment that you make in this game, a lot of the armaments you do in this game, it's based on your own personal fighting style. And again, just because Chisgall does something doesn't mean it's the word of God. He's got a lot of experience. He's a big-time content creator, but again, he fights differently than others fight, and personal preference. I would imagine his Trajan has close to procced equipment on it too, so that makes a huge difference as well. Martel Scipio is good. Nobody targets it. I'll take your word for it. And I was talking, I did see Electro King pop in the chat. If you guys don't know who Electro King is, he designs a lot of the images that I have on here. Overlays, the emojis, etc. If you need images, graphics, logos, icons, intros, outros, whatever the case may be, get a hold of Electro King. The man will treat you right if you treat him right. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Charlotte. Yeah, I mean, I run three archers on the field. So if I see infantry, that's a juicy target. Generally, I go for Guan first. And my 3 archer marches, and with Nevsky Joan and Guan Scipio behind the 3 archer marches, they absolutely melt infantry marches. So I lick my lips every time I see infantry on the field. Well, you're always going to crit your 5th ring, right, Aloys? Pretty sure that's how it works anyway, right? You crit the 5th, guaranteed. I mean, I'm still lacking on legendary accessories, so I don't know if I just want to focus on those for a bit or just make that leadership gear for Trajan Hercules. Although, we just verified I don't use Trajan in my 5, 6, or 7 March lineup generally, so I might have just talked myself into focusing on the legendary accessories. I think I've got 5 or 6 now, I can't remember. Oh, come on, I wanted the extra thing to pop the second boss too. I'm not going to get rewards for this. So yeah, your 5th then should crit, Rabbit. Yeah, and generally I say that purple archer set proc is probably the best value in the game, but I can see where in 365 that would not do a lot of good. Alright, let's see. Did anybody pick up the other stuff? Nobody got that silent trial yet. We just did these like an hour ago. Alright, if nobody's getting that silent trial, I'm gonna go get it with my farm. Screw it, it's been like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, when you get swarmed, anything hurts, though. It was good until Iconic dropped? Yeah, that's the truth. Silent trial, free to a good home. Allies. I don't have the resources, troops, or speed ups for 7 marches, so it really doesn't matter. Oh. Are you all aware of any KVKs that have action and we can watch? Are you drained too, Plato? I would imagine you are. Wow, now we're comparing how little power each of us have? Where has this game come from? It used to be how much power people have. Now it's how little power people have. You want to watch me barb chain? No. No, I just got done with KVK. I've had all the barb chaining I can take. And I was watching 12-inch earlier, so that got my 5 minutes of barb chaining fix out of the way. I must say though, okay, so this little poll I have about what color is the like button, right? I saw another content creator for Call of Duty that I watch in the mornings. He puts that up there every single day. And I'm like, what the hell? Let me start doing that, see if it helps generate some likes. And since I've been doing that, y'all have really been killing it on the likes. I mean, we have 19 watching, 31 likes. So I know everyone who's coming in here is having to take the poll and then they drop the like. So, you know, I mean, I guess I got to handhold people to hit that like button, right? But we can do that. We can do that. Been playing yeah, you guys have been fighting in Call of Dragons, haven't you? Although yesterday you were just running around chasing some people with your cavalry. Thought I was a farm killer in Call of Dragons yesterday. Did you get any inscription rewards in your KVK Plato? Did they share any with you at the end? Or did they all go to the allies, their allies? I mean, I'm pretty proud of myself. This is the first KVK. I can't remember if I done 12, 13, 14, whatever. First KVK I finished top 20 honors, so I'm pretty happy with that. Couldn't snipe first place in Canyon yesterday, though, right at the end. I was disappointed there, but hey. Um, 280 season coins. I am saving for Twilight Falls, though. Yes, you are seeing a 180 million power player without Twilight Falls. I did get the ring and the horn this KVK. And then the materials. But everything else we're going to save for Twilight Falls. Inscription shop. We got the Hunter inscription yesterday. And then I forget where to find it. There's that other deal where you could spin for, right? Yeah, I don't even see it anymore. We dropped 75,000 gems for Flavius. Got 40 Flavius heads. Today we got our Flavius done. Yay! So I have even more options now to garrison. We can do Zeno Flavius, Flavius Scipio, then we can move YSS behind Jadwiga. We can do Zeno Hera, Jadwiga Hera, get Yan done, and then we can do Yan. Jan Hera. Getting there, getting there. Really, the only two that I want that I don't have are Jan and Tariq. Slowly but surely. I don't care if I ever finish Wu. Montezuma, we're getting him in leadership MGs just because we got to pick something. Suleiman, yeah, never. Bertrand, I see a lot of people using him, but I just don't find value in him. You know, maybe after we finish off Jan, we can circle back to Bertrand. And then Margaret and Babur, you know, slowly but surely we'll get them done, but I don't ever intend to use them on this account. Yes, I did. I put that inscription on one of Boudica's armament, one of the archer armaments I have on Boudica. On this one here. Yeah, I mean, city skins, you know, I'm not going to lie, I don't have a whole hell of a lot of them, right? I've got Alhambra Palace, training speed, health, -10 defense. Got Tupaki Palace, you know, I use this when I'm open fielding because it's 10% archer defense and really -3 troop attack. That's kind of negligible. And then the other archers, or the other legendary skin I have is, where are you? There we go. Summer Palace, which is 3% healing speed and 10% archer attack. So if I'm rallying with archers, you know, I'll throw this attack skin on there, just deal more damage, take down the target quicker. You know, because generally if you rally with archers, you already own the field, and you have reinforcements there to reinforce the rally. So, but those are my only 3 legendary skins. And two of those I got season 3 of Osiris League. This is my project over the weekend. So this desk is about, what is it, 50 inches wide. I have got an L-shaped standing sitting desk to put together over the weekend. Then I've got most of this setup disabled right now. I've got only the essentials here. And then over the weekend, got to put together the desk, move the desk into this back porch that I call an office, and reassemble all the components. But once we're done, we should have another vertical monitor on the left hand side, a 32-inch monitor up on top. So this top monitor is going to flip to the vertical monitor on the side over here, and then we're going to put a 32-inch monitor up top here. So I should have 4 monitors when we're all said and done, and a standing sitting desk. So when my ass starts to hurt or my back starts to hurt, I can move a floor mat underneath and stand for a while, right? Yeah, there were a couple times that I pushed in Zenith, but I got bumped out right at the end and was out of speed ups and purchased everything I could possibly purchase. So I don't push in Zenith anymore. 1, because of that, and 2, because I want to make sure I have speed ups when I fight in KVK. Disappointing news. 1862 is dodging us for Zone 5 fight. Welcome to my world, Lordy. Welcome to my world. Mr. Weedy, what's good? Start maxing the shop 1 month? Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. I might spend some money in this game, but no. I mean, generally in the shop, I will have the Gem Supply Depot, the 7-day material supply. I'll have those running, right? When the super value... You know, all the pop-ups. I get all the pop-ups. I get the... Oh, I haven't got the $9.99 New World yet. Yeah, I generally get the $4.99 and the $9.99 New World bundle because the passports are then $5 a piece. Any more than the $9.99 bundle, and the passports go up to more than $5 each, and I don't find value in that. From time to time, I will max out the Call of the Ancients. I'll get maybe a couple of Master's Tool, maybe one Master's Tool a month. I don't do this as much as I did in the past. You know, I got a couple here just to buy something yesterday. True Wood of Treasure, generally don't anymore. The monthly bundles, yes. And holiday bundles for sure. That's about it. Oh yeah, I do have... Yeah, a few of these we can open. I expect to get wrecked here. Let's do one for Arch Formation just because. Hey! Cavalry, War Cry. And we'll lock it down just because it's got an inscription on it. Fuck yeah, triple stack siege. Thank you, Lilith. Those bundles are no longer worth it. I mean, the only reason you would buy those bundles now is to get those gold, get the recycle and get the gold coins, it seems. But even so, you're taking an awful risk on getting 2 good inscriptions, and it's gonna take forever to get 8 inscription shards. I mean, seriously. Jeez, Mr. Weedy. Yeah, got just a few accounts there. All right, that's gone. Doesn't seem like anyone's interested in those either. Yeah, exactly. Armaments, chests, or slot machines. Which civ is better, France or Vikings? It depends. What are you looking for? I assume you're an archer, or excuse me, an infantry player, because you're asking on those 2 civilizations. I mean, if you're free to play and you're looking for better hospital bills, France, definitely. I think late game, Ottoman is the best you can have because it gives you 5% skill damage and 5% march speed. And granted, it's for archers, but I've never been France myself. I know a lot of people use it in KVK for the, I think it's, is it increased hospital capacity or less hospital bill? I forget. We can go look here though. Yeah, increases troop health by 3%. Hospital healing speed by 20%. So yeah, I mean that's huge if you're fighting in KVK, but at the same time, you know, I'd be sacrificing 5% march speed and 5% skill damage using Ottoman. Good night, Swizz. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out. You know, I know a lot of players who use Germany as well, just because it's training speed. So I've finally gotten in the habit of changing my city skin when I train troops, but I have not yet gotten into the habit to change my city skin when I heal. I saw Plato doing that when he was fighting, and I'm like, dude, how do you remember to do that every fucking time? So, yeah, generally I don't, but it's not for not wanting to, it's just for being in a hurry. Interesting. There's a rumor that civilization can influence your armament slots. Ottoman gets better infantry, Arabic gets better archer, France or Rome gets better cavalry. Interesting. I mean, I've been Ottoman for a long, long time, and I think the best armaments I have are on archers. So yeah, I don't know where that rumor is coming from, but I would, based on my experience, I would say it's not completely accurate. I don't know what those two red dots are. So I would do this some more, but we got all our daily stuff here. We got all our rewards here. Yep, I work from home full time. Generally about 4 a.m. to noon, 4 a.m. to 1 p.m., or 5 a.m. to 1 p.m., or 5 a.m. to 2 p.m., depending on what meetings I have in the afternoon. Worked from home, for what, 11 years now? Absolutely love it. We don't do video conference meetings. So I can, work in a pair of boxers and a t-shirt with no problem. Nice and comfortable all day long. Weedy, do you sow wheat or something? Oh my God. Oh, kind of sort of is going deep here. People just conflate anecdotal evidence with being actual evidence. Funny story, my last name is Weed. Oh. Oh, look, there are gifts to hand out. Cat, if you're listening, there are gifts to hand out. think that just reset recently. Could be mistaken. There's another gem node. Nice and close. Alright guys, I need to excuse myself for just a minute and take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. Okay, much better. Yeah, I never want to go back into an office environment either. But congratulations on your new position. Jose, we got a couple days here before migration opens. I don't know if you have applied to our kingdom or what. Your accounts names are based on months in Mandarin. Oh, 早你好吗? % of my accounts are weed or crack in the name. Yeah, I mean, my work computer is probably 3 feet behind me here, so it's just a matter of moving the chair back and forth. But generally I'll put up YouTube on my gaming PC while I'm working and just have some noise in the background. And I have a tablet in front of my work computer that I will send farmers out on all day long while I'm working. Yeah, I've been with this company for, it'll be 7 years and 7 years in October. like to think I'm very efficient at what I do. Generally, I log on in the morning and get all of my shit done so that I can attend meetings starting at 8 or 9 and just answer people's random questions throughout the course of the day. I can just imagine Mr. Weedy. Can I have your name, please? Sure, Mr. Weed. Okay. Working right now with your stream on the iPad and Marauders on the phone. There you go. There you go. Is Lights handsome? Huh? Where is this conversation going, y'all? Is Lights handsome? Are y'all talking like Northern Lights or what? I'm confused. I'm very confused. Oh, it's about reset here. Is this guy still in the KVK map? He is. Come back to Home Kingdom, please. I hope this sound plays. If it does, Lordy, this one is for you. Here we go. Oh, it's not playing. Damn it. There we go. Hopefully you heard that. I don't know why it didn't play the first time. Oh, y'all are fine. Y'all are fine. Keep talking away. Reset time. Let's reload the game. Alright, let's see quick what events we have here. Anything new? And sign-in spoils. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nothing new. Okay. New Ark of Osiris, yep. I think Resurgence is registering us for that one. Holy crap. Holy crap. So yeah, that filled up rather quickly, didn't it? I think Resurgence was going to sign the team up for it this week because I can't play this week. Rip. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it for the night. Thank y'all for hanging out, having some fun with me, keeping me occupied while I was very bored doing some miscellaneous stuff in the home kingdom. We will be up again and probably streaming for a little bit tomorrow just to say hey, and then we're taking the weekend off so we can rearrange the desk and do all that fun stuff, and then we'll be back Monday. But we'll be on Saturday morning with Beast on Beast Podcast channel on the Creators Corner podcast. Be sure to tune in there. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet to Beast, go do so now. Plato, another one of the content creators in that podcast, and Apocalypse Gaming. If you're not subscribed to those guys, go do it. We're going to cut this stream short, send you over to Gaines Gaming, who is all streaming Rise of Kingdoms right now as well. So when you get to Gaines' stream, be sure and drop a hashtag Lambo Raid, just so he knows where you came from. Thanks, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, friends, neighbors. I don't want to assume gender. Those of you who identify as oranges, thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.